races, like state races and county races,
Yep.
local.
The Will Rogers Experiment
Yep.
podcast, kind of voter guy.
Yeah,
Or, well, you know, from whatever two middle-aged white guys.
Two old white guys.
Old white
All
guys
right,
to
so-
tell you.
I want to start off with something for my Democratic friends. It's okay if you don't want to elect any more old white guys. Stop saying it on the internet.
Yeah.
Because you
Makes
make
you look
it
like
an
a bigot.
unwelcome party. It used to be Joshua Harris Till and a couple other people
Yeah.
that started doing all this stuff.
Oh, he wants us to keep his name out of his mouth. Like
Go.
he has the balls to do anything.
Whatever, Josh. But for everybody else, figure out a different way to say it. Seriously, because, you know,
We vote.
we vote and we have a huge audience
Yeah.
in Democratic politics in Oklahoma. And I get it, you're frustrated with that, that's the thing. Well, work for the other people. And
Yeah.
so that's a perfect place to start.
It is.
We're going to start with Jasmine Thomas and Jim Priest.
Yep.
Okay? Because you've got an older white male
Yeah.
with a resume that's
With a
excellent
great resume.
against a young mixed race female
Yeah.
who is beautiful, articulate, and she's got great energy. She works the room, all this other stuff. So you have the future
Well,
of the Democratic Party against what is ending.
So, okay, let's start
Yeah.
off with polls.
Yeah.
Does either one have a chance of winning against Hearn?
Probably not.
No,
In all honesty,
they don't.
let's be honest.
Even Priest.
But here's what I would say. Look, Jasmine, we did a debate.
Yeah.
And she called in on it and wasn't able to make it.
Yeah.
And I thought that was the end of her career.
Mm-hmm.
Nope, she went out and kicked everybody's ass. She did. She got almost 50% of the vote, and the other three people combined got like 48%.
Yeah.
That's just a fact. So no matter what anybody thinks or says about her,
Well, I think that's
She got
interesting
it.
what it says about the Oklahoma Democratic Party,
Right.
even including
Now
the white
that-
people.
right, now that independents are not voting,
Yeah.
that's what Democrats said
Yeah.
they want.
Yeah.
Right. How
There are
crazy is
some
that?
issues with both people, though.
Oh, God, yeah.
You
yeah.
know, so, you know, and I don't know what it comes down to.
I don't either. I'm just looking at it. So what I did yesterday is I did a piece and I just said, why not Jasmine? Because really and truly, if we're going to propel people, let's probably propel the future, especially if they have little chance to win.
I can play devil's advocate.
Yeah, I know. Well, that's what we're going to do.
And so-
Isn't that our job?
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. Making people mad by playing devil's advocate. Well, you know, I was just trying to give you guys a different perspective.
Right,
So one, Priest is 70 years old.
right.
That's kind of old.
Yeah.
One. Two, you know, being
I'm not arguing.
now he does get some stuff for being the CEO of
Goodwill.
Goodwill, and they say,
Yeah.
oh golly, they're so terrible with people and stuff like that. But didn't he get in to clean some of that up?
He did get in
And
there.
after all that bad stuff and stuff that him in, wow man. Every time they won't tell me all day until I'm on this show.
Yeah, it's probably Jim just told him to straighten us out.
Probably whatever. Anyway, so
Yeah.
anyway,
So he does have a good resume.
he does have a good resume, man. I mean, the guy,
Yeah.
he's a civil rights lawyer. He knows how to lead. He knows how to manage people. Knows how to manage money. That's important too.
Yeah.
So he's got a lot of great credentials. He does have a few negatives. Jasmine does too.
Mhm.
She's got some negatives.
Yeah.
One is, I personally don't think. Well, I mean, whenever you can't manage your money,
Mhm.
you're not that good of a leader. I'm sorry. That's one of the main tenets of being a good leader is being able to manage your resources.
Yeah.
She's gone overdrawn on her campaign account
Oh, no
a few
shit.
times. Yes, and
Oh,
she's only got
God.
like $400
Yeah.
in it.
Right.
And she hasn't done much for
Understand.
fundraising. There's also some other weird stuff like she filed her candidacy in Kentucky.
So the story with that is, and I'm not justifying, I'm just telling you she's got a legit story. Husband's in the military, she's got to
Okay.
move where he is.
There you go.
So she filed here, you got to go there, it's legal for her to run here. That's literally the beginning and the end of it, and I understand, and I'm the first
Yeah.
person who said it to her. I'll tell you other shit I said to her that she didn't listen to, and it worked out for her.
Yeah.
I said, your website says Nikayla, Jasmine Thomas, and the other one says this. And I was like, God, Oklahoma's pretty bigoted. You might want to think about dropping the Nikayla. I
Yeah.
mean, in all honesty, because most people don't look at the candidates, do the homework or anything else.
Yeah.
They just vote by name.
Yeah.
And she kept it. But what I did say to her is I go, hey, if you're going to run, be yourself.
There you
Use
go.
your own real accent. Don't try to go into it. And you know what? She was a cheerleader and looks like high school and maybe
Yeah.
JUCO. I can't remember how far that went.
Yep.
She works in room well. I did a fundraiser for her when she first came out. Truthfully, I didn't think anyone else was going to run.
Yeah.
I mean, we have struggled to get a candidate, much less two good candidates, because you've got a guy
Yeah.
with a great resume and you've got somebody with a lot of energy. So
Yeah.
if we're looking down the line, if they can't win this time, I vote for Jasmine because I want her to win the next time.
There
Right.
you go. That's kind of like me. Hey, man, I ran twice for my seat.
Tell him what you lost by the first
I
time.
lost by 1 vote the first
One
time.
vote.
1 vote.
And he didn't quit.
I didn't quit. Came
Yeah.
back the next time
Right.
and then won by 63% of the vote.
So the odds of Jim getting in against Kevin Hearn, who's got $100 million, if you put those two guys next to each other, they're probably fairly similar. He doesn't have $100 million.
No.
Kevin Hearn sold all of his McDonald's right before all the illegal alien stuff started.
Yeah.
So he knew it was coming.
I
He
mean,
got out, and
Or
somebody
that-
needs
yeah.
to hold
I
him
don't-
responsible.
You know, yeah, I mean, Kevin Hearn is
Yeah.
as bad as he is, you know, as plutocratic as he is and everything else.
Mhm.
Yeah, Oklahoma's going to vote for him.
Yeah.
I mean, no matter who we put up.
So it would
So
be
you might
nice.
as well put up somebody
Put
that's
somebody in the ring
gonna
that's gonna
reflect
fight.
your freaking values, right?
Put somebody that's gonna fight, man.
So there's something for Jasmine right there.
Yeah.
Priest, the practical guy. I mean, if you're like, okay, man, this could be close. He could actually win. I would go because you know he could actually get in there and govern. You know, he
Oh,
would
yeah.
know, he
He
would
has
know
the-
day one what to do in the Senate.
He has
Jasmine does
the
it
he has the
I'm sorry, that's
ability
it,
if
yeah.
he gets in.
if he gets in.
And so
But
let
he's
me
not.
let me play devil's advocate
ahead.
now. Neither one of them have ever been senators before, so neither
Nope.
one knows what they're doing.
Well, Priest was a lawyer. He's been.
But you
he
know
knows
what?
He knows the process.
I've had
probably
people
better
send
than
me shit on him as a lawyer that was pretty bad. And not mild bad.
I gotcha.
Bad.
Huh. Okay.
Yeah.
So they both have some.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
everybody
everybody
does.
does.
Look, if he and I ran, you better hire a good detective.
yeah.
Look, the thing is anymore, none of that matters.
Yeah.
So I said yesterday, it's a popularity contest, like 7th grade.
It is.
Nothing matters anymore, but she struck a nerve and her people went out and voted.
Yeah.
And it doesn't, look, does she take advice? Well, no. Well, why should she? No one like her's ever run for Senate.
Yeah.
All of us giving her advice are not like her. I'm not a
Yep.
mixed race young woman. I'm an old geezer white guy.
Yep.
And I'm a great public speaker. I'm
There
a
you go.
great debater.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? She knows she's not a great debater, so she was like, yeah, I'm not going to do it. And I go, okay.
Okay.
And guess what? She still came out and kicked
There you
everybody's
go.
ass.
Yep.
She did. Troy Green was a great talker. Irving Young, great talker. Jim Priest, great talker. So it isn't about debates.
Yeah.
Because all three of them would have beat her.
Yeah.
Yeah, she came out and kicked everybody's ass.
Anyway. Yeah.
If it was in the ring, she's the champion.
I guess so.
Right. So we'll see how they do on Tuesday. All
Yeah.
right. Sorry about that.
Going on. No.
All right. Getner Drummond and Crazy Maisie.
Oh gosh. Okay. Well, you know,
Are we going to burn down the state?
this is a Democrat deal. We don't care. You know, the guy.
But we have a lot of
have-
Republicans. in
We
this.
have. We do have. We have a lot of Republicans that watch this show
Yeah.
because hey, some of them like us
I know,
generally
yeah.
as people, and of course some of them are looking for opposition. You
Trying to get
know.
opposition research.
Opposition research.
Yeah.
So anyway, Cindy Munson running on the Democratic ticket.
Who kicked both of their asses in a debate.
Yeah,
She did.
she did.
She was dynamite.
She did. Well,
Um,
see, hey man, you know she's actually catching some momentum.
I know.
The only thing about Cindy is she doesn't like creating waves.
No.
She's not like the fighter like Jasmine is. She don't create
Why
waves. I
didn't
wanna
you
work
and I?
because
so-
she knows because she's in
She's
there.
in politics
She
all
knows
the
that you got to work with other people if you're gonna go.
Right. Yeah. You're right. She is the mature politician
Yeah.
running. Look, he and I were going to run for governor and lieutenant governor.
Yeah.
We should have.
If
This
you
was
know,
the time.
yeah, we were like,
This
well,
was
it
the
was
time.
because you know what we're talking about because Brian Walters was thinking about getting in. We're like, well, that ball's gonna
If
get
Ryan
there.
Walters got in, I was going to
We're
run.
gonna get it,
or I
and
was gonna
mostly
run
just so we could,
just humiliate him the entire time.
sling dung around is what we were gonna do.
And we would have gone around and just asked for gas cards to get
There
gas
you
to the
go.
next.
There you go.
So-
But anyway, we got Drummond
And
we
Crazy
have
Maisie.
Crazy Maisie.
So now people are coming out saying that we should not accuse Maisie of being on drugs because he was in a wreck. And you go, Why not?
Why not?
Why not? Why not? If it was an employee,
and
it was drug
honestly,
tested.
I'm just regurgitating what other people are saying, like his own staff.
Yeah.
Hey man, that guy drank a lot and popped some
Right.
pills.
Hey, I was the first one to say, as a bartender, I would not serve him another drink. During a debate, I
Yeah.
would not have brought him out another one. Drummond was solid and boring, which is kind of what he is. And I'm telling you, Cindy Munson just waited over there and was like, well, I'll let these two guys eat each other alive.
Pretty much. Pretty much. The problem with Maisie is he's a yes man.
Okay.
He's not going to represent the people of Oklahoma. There's only one person he's going to represent, and that guy doesn't live here,
Yeah.
barely comes here. And
He
that's
doesn't give a
Trump.
shit about any of it.
He's gonna be he's just gonna be a puppet for Trump and the Trump administration. That's it.
So Maisie did a bank loan against his company
Really.
to run. So,
Right.
and he'll probably be 20 million into this if he gets through the runoff against his own company,
Yeah.
which is just
Weird.
dumb.
Because you're not gonna get that money back.
No.
Well, I guess.
Well, if you lose, you're not
I
gonna
guess
get it.
under the table, he
Right.
might be able to get that money
If you
back
win-
if you win.
Yeah, well, I mean, there's a
he's not gonna get
Swadley,
paid enough.
there's a Swadley steal.
Yeah, there's a SWAT, and that's what he's looking at because he's corrupt as hell.
Yeah.
I'll guarantee you.
Kevin Stitt proved there's money in
Yeah.
being governor here because I have a friend of mine literally that worked for Mary
the
Fallon and
problem-
she's like,
now,
I don't know why anybody would want this
Out of
job.
those two, I do like Drummond the best.
Yeah.
I do, but
But
mostly
he's also
because,
a xenophobe.
because,
I mean, go ahead and say-
the main thing is he knows how to govern.
Yeah.
He understands Oklahoma's problems.
Yeah.
He can actually probably formulate some kind of governance, even with Democrats, to get something done.
Yeah.
The problem with them is he's a racist.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no doubt about it.
Yeah.
I mean, he's blatant about being a racist on his Facebook stuff.
You
I hate
have-
Muslims. I don't care if you're I don't care if you're not Muslim. If you're just Arab. Just Arab. These Arab Christians in Lebanon, well, I agree with what Israel's doing to them. I mean, because they're Arabs. It's like, oh, that's racist, dude. That is racist.
It sells in Oklahoma.
It does. It probably does. I mean,
I-
that guy is xenophobic. He's absolutely a racist, and that's the biggest problem with him that I see. Is like, oh wow, man. I mean, like some people are like, they're racist, but they kind of incognito it. He
So-
doesn't. He
so-
just comes right out and says, yeah, Arabs, I can do without them.
So who do you vote for if you're a Republican? Do you vote for Drummond knowing he has the best shot at being governor, or do you vote for Maisie knowing that then
Well,
Cindy Munson could take Maisie? I think Cindy Munson versus Maisie, I think
I think
Cindy's
it's
got
the
a
best.
chance to win.
yeah, I think it's probably her best chance to win is if they put Mason, and I think they will because see, right now in
They're
Oklahoma,
tied right now.
since Trump's starting to get underwater in Oklahoma.
Yeah.
But since it is MAGA country, they love the chaos.
Yeah.
They're going to vote for Maisie.
You might be right. There's 50% are undecided right now.
Yeah.
50%.
Wow.
That's insane.
That
Okay,
is
let's
insane.
go down to James Taylor and Franklin. All right,
Franklin.
James
Taylor
Taylor, Christian nationalist. He just happens to be black. He has only been a school teacher. If you literally care about public schools in Oklahoma at all, you have got to vote in this election if you're Republican.
Yeah, you have to vote for.
They are counting on you not voting and sitting back and let things happen. Franklin, they found at some camp of his like 15 years ago down outside.
Oh yeah, scratch the
That he had
kid in the ear.
scratched a kid. If you've ever dealt with people in special ed, ask them if these things happen.
Yeah.
My sister used
Hey, man,
to
you know,
literally wrestle
And
and
he
everything
came
else.
right out that
and
day.
said, sorry, and called the parents.
Called the parents,
Took-
took responsibility, did whatever needed to be done.
That's too mature.
That's too mature.
That is too mature. We don't want that guy. No, Franklin's the one we want
Franklin's
there.
the one. The other guy doesn't have any. The other guy is the only one who said, you know what, we need Christianity in our schools. We need to teach them these moral
Yeah.
teachings that are in Christianity, and they all need to be Christians.
He's
That's
a-
where he's
And he was
at.
a Ryan Walters guy
And
until
Ryan
it
Walters,
didn't work
sycophant,
for him.
yeah.
Then he switched. So he was originally a Ryan Walters guy. Okay, so let's move down to county politics. Quick thing on county politics: $212 million in loans down there. Nobody's got the paperwork, and they don't file any of their stuff on time.
Yeah.
The reason this county race is so heavy, I was in this meeting yesterday and I said, there's something we are all missing. I said, these guys are running for office as if they're gonna go to prison if they don't win.
Yeah.
I think I'm right. They're
I think you're
afraid.
right.
they're- Look, Vicki Behenna isn't gonna do anything because she represents them. So I'm not cutting her down, but I am at the same time because the previous prosecutor would go against him even though somebody else in his office was defending him.
Yeah.
You put up what's called a Chinese wall.
He was.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
David Prater.
Prater. That
He
guy was
hated
tough.
corruption, right? So Jessica Clayton against Warren in District 3. Warren is undoubtedly the better person, but his brother is the county court clerk, which is weird. Jessica Clayton absolutely put in there by Brian Mon, and he is literally trying to take over the state.
Yeah.
So they had a vote in executive session to make her the manager of the county.
Really?
Not in front of the people.
Huh.
Wasn't brought up. Extra 150,000. Back when he was saying, we're
Really?
broke, we're broke, we're broke. He gives her a job nobody needed.
Nobody needed
150,000.
150,000 a year.
So no to Jessica Clayton. County Commissioner of District 1. This is the hot race. Kayla Baker, Jason Lowe.
Yeah.
It is a gerrymandered black district, gerrymandered by Brian Mon,
Yeah.
who he's now trying to put a white girl
Yeah.
in the black gerrymandered district.
District.
Brian Mon, once again,
Brian
trying
Mon.
to take over the county. It is a no for Kayla Baker
That's
for
a
me.
no.
You got anything on that one?
I don't got much on that one because I'm not in that. You know, I'm in Brian Mon's district.
I'm so sorry.
You know, I know.
Yeah, and he's gerrymandered so bad. I don't know how he gets
Yeah, I
rid of it.
know. The other thing I got on the state end, and we'll talk about the
Yeah.
state questions. There's two of them.
I'm a no on all
No,
questions.
you know what the amazing thing is? Republicans, there's a lot of Republicans that are no votes on this as well. And what this amounts to, both of these are power grabs by the Speaker, Kyle Hilbert. That's what they are. They're power grabs by him, because both of them have something in common. And what that is that the legislature will decide at a future date
Yeah,
on legislation that he approves will come to the floor when it comes to voting.
and he determines whether it goes to the floor. or not.
Yeah, he determines whether it goes to the floor or not.
Right.
So this is a power grab by Kyle
Yeah.
Hilbert.
Yep.
This is big government on his part, trying to get more power for the legislature on things like voting.
Yep.
And what's the other one on? There's two
Well,
of
the
them.
other one's on voter ID,
Voter ID.
which we already require.
Yeah,
So it's bullshit.
voting, and then
Yeah.
there's another one too. But there's two
Or is that
big
the one
ones.
in November? Shit, I don't want
Yeah.
to confuse everybody.
There's two coming up now. They're both got to vote no on.
I'm a no on everything.
Yeah.
Look, my deal is the village where I live has like 20 things on there.
Yeah,
And I go, I will tell you that's too many. Everyone's just going to mark them no.
yeah,
It's too much.
too much.
So, crazy stuff. Okay, let's go to the other races. Well, how much time we got? We're good?
Oh,
yeah.
where we at?
Oh, shit. I can't tell.
Oh yeah, man, we got about 4 minutes.
Okay, 4 minutes. Let's go. Labor Commissioner, Pfeiffer against Kevin West. Okay, Kevin West is not the guy that was at January 6th. That was Chris West, the sheriff.
Yeah.
So they're not related. Anything else? So let's go ahead and mark that off. I don't know about either one of them. Insurance Commissioner, it sounds like we're in ire, like Meredith
I
Quinn
know.
against Bob Sullivan.
McIntyre.
Right.
That's what we want,
Well,
guys.
McIntyre is who's coming on our show on the 1st. That's
Yep.
the Democrat. But Marty
Be
Quinn
here
and Bob
2 weeks.
Sullivan are on the runoff. Bob Sullivan's been there. I don't know if you all have looked at the price of your insurance. McIntyre's your guy.
Yeah,
He's the only
McIntyre's your guy.
Look, these guys are just going along with shit.
Listen,
And sooner
man,
or later,
it's
we're all
that
gonna go
old-
broke.
it's that old saying about insanity.
Keep
Doing
doing
the
it,
same
yeah.
things over and over again
Right.
and expecting different results is insane.
Right.
So if you keep voting in the same Republican into insurance commissioner, into corporation commissioner, we're gonna have the highest insurance rates. We're gonna have corporations run right over the people of Oklahoma because these Republicans allow them to do it.
And that's
Our
where they get their
rates-
money.
They're wanting to increase PSO. Oh, the corporation commissioner came out saying, look how much heroes we are. We only allowed PSO, which is an northeastern
Eastern,
Oklahoma power company. We only allowed them to raise their rates by 5%, not 11 like they wanted. Aren't we good people? No, you're not.
So that's any normal negotiation. They come in at 11,
Yeah.
and you're eventually going to agree in the middle because the other
Yeah,
person's at
yeah.
0. You know, that's not a skill. That's a
It's not a
loser.
skill, that's lose. They probably talked to them about, hey man, you guys want to ask for this, and then we'll go to this.
Corporation Commission gets their donations from the people
Yeah.
they regulate. So
Yeah, that's
if
them.
you can't get donations, you're not in.
Welcome to Oklahoma.
Right.
I mean, that's just the corruption, the kleptocracy, the plutocracy. You're gonna vote these same people. You know, and then I get there, I go, man, why is my rate so high? Well, you keep voting in the same dumb
People.
people, and they're gonna screw you over.
And you think you're getting the libs. You are not hurting him or us. You are not hurting
They're
us.
not hurting us.
You're hurting people that don't already have any money. Look, the economy's tough out there. I really think we're in for a surprise in November, but right now, the most
Yeah.
important thing I could ask any of you to do if you have moderate Republican friends
Yeah.
is tell them to vote on
Tell them
August
to vote.
25th. literally August 25th is going to determine so much, because if you're going to vote straight party in November, now is the only time you control who is on that ticket.
Yeah.
So get to it.
Hey,
Look,
yeah.
Dems have a good labor commissioner guy running,
Yeah.
and so there's a good slate there.
There is, man. We got a full slate
Yeah.
too this time around. So there's a lot of Democrats running,
Yeah.
and the enthusiasm is really on the Democratic
Yeah,
side
it
throughout the whole country.
No matter how
it really
much,
is.
no matter how much we infight, because
Turn
that's
out.
what we do.
Yeah,
Because it's a bunch of different people getting into
there
the group.
is. We're doing
Okay.
a bigger tent. The other thing is, before we get out
Yeah.
of here, I'd like to say a nice public service announcement.
Yeah.
School started this week
Yeah.
for a lot of places, even
Right.
last week. Colleges started up this week. My daughter started her sophomore year of college this year, this
Crazy.
week, yesterday.
You in this
So-
big ass house by yourselves?
Just about.
God, that's crazy.
Yeah, no, my wife and I, we're not, know what to do with ourselves.
That's nuts,
too long.
yeah.
But anyway, the public service announcement is please watch out for kids.
Yeah.
School's back in session. And also, I
Stay
wanted
off
to
your,
talk,
stay off your phone. That's
What?
what, stay off your phone.
stay
while
off your
you're
phone,
gone.
well, yeah. So pay attention to that while you're out and about in the city, that
Yeah.
kids are back in school. The other thing is, you did a nice thing a couple years ago.
On the lunch
On the
money.
memorial of your wife,
Yep.
your
Yep, thank you.
widower, and the lunch money deal,
Yep.
paying for kids' lunch money.
Yep.
Man, we should do something.
Okay, for any of you that can afford it, I had a guy call me 3 days ago. His wife is a teacher, and they've got a kid that's got an $875 bill left over from last year.
Wow.
Which is ridiculous because
Ridiculous.
a kid can't sign a contract.
Yeah.
And the parents aren't involved in the contract.
Yeah.
The kid just goes and takes lunch because he didn't know any better.
Yeah.
Look, I had one out by Canton Lake that the kid had $5,000, and I negotiated it down a whole bunch for him. But the deal was, this was from when he was in kindergarten,
Wow.
and his parents had never been to the school, so
I think preaching to the choir here that we think lunches for kids
Yeah.
should be free at school. They
'Cause you
should
can't-
be provided for by taxpayer funds or something.
You
a
can't
grant,
study without.
something, because you can't. They're compelled to go to school in the first place. They got to be there.
we're making them be there.
We're making them be there for one,
Yeah.
and for another, you can't learn when you're hungry.
When you're hungry, you can't
do
think of anything
You
else.
can't do much
Yeah.
else. And this
Thank
is
you for bringing that
important
up.
stuff. Yeah. So I would like to do some kind of permanent campaign on that where
So-
we just pay for people's lunches. We find a way to pay for the lunches of the kids in
Okay,
Oklahoma.
so let's do the easiest thing first.
Yeah.
Ask your school superintendents and principals if they've applied for the federal aid for school lunches.
There you go.
Because
There's
a lot
something
of
to those
times
good steps.
In the rural areas, nobody wants to fill out the sheet saying they're broke.
Yeah.
But they can do a metrics on how many people are on food stamps.
Yeah.
And make that work that way also. That's how we got Tulsa all of theirs. And Tulsa used to do the pay thing. And then they finally, after our deal,
I mean, certain schools, like, hey, Putnam City School District, lunches are free.
Yeah, right.
Something like that. What are they doing? Can we duplicate that somehow?
There are so many suburban schools that have $40,000, $50,000, and $60,000 in lunch debt.
Yeah,
You
that's
would be
insane.
shocked when all of the homes are $400,000 and $500,000.
Yeah, that's insane, man. Because one, we gotta pay the food workers. I get that.
Yeah.
The money's got to
And they
come
don't
from
make any
somewhere.
money.
Yeah.
They don't make
Somebody's got to, you got to pay for it
Yeah.
somehow. It can't just be free. I get that, but there's got to be. But hey, man, people like me and you got money.
Yeah.
Other people do. We could find a way to do this. We can find government funds somewhere to do this. It's not because when they're asking for, like Stitz asking for,
Everybody,
millions of dollars for some pet project.
everybody can afford a new stadium.
Yeah.
A new stadium isn't really what does your education,
Yeah.
good or bad.
New stadium, $1 billion jail,
Yeah.
$1 billion stadium,
Yeah.
but we can't feed our kids at school.
Right.
Priorities, kid.
All right, brother. Let's get out of here.
Priorities.
Thank you
We'll
for
see you,
bringing
man.
that.
This is the Will Rogers Experiment Podcast. We'll see you next week. Because next week on Tuesday when
Yep.
you come back,
One
it is
more
the
time.
election day. So we'll talk about this again.
All right.
Gotta get out and vote next week if you haven't already. See you guys.
Good show, brother.
Yeah, that was a good.
Hey, thank you for bringing that up. So this guy called me, and I'm like, I don't have any.
Perfect.